and it's going to go right on top of Sweetwater. Damaging hail headed for Sweetwater, and prepare for a damaging hailstorm, like a multi-million-dollar hailstorm on this track and path and strength for not only Sweetwater and Sayre. Protect your property if you want to keep it, all right? Move it in or move it. Cover it up. All right, let's go to Val and Amy. They're in Sweetwater looking back to the northwest. And let's go to Val Castor. Val, we have your shot up. You're hot. You're on. And you've been on this storm for like, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours now. Still has a hook just west of Sweetwater. The hook now just coming across the Oklahoma-Texas state line. Go ahead, Val.
Yeah, so, David, we saw a tornado with it earlier when it was in the Texas Panhandle. But now, I'm telling you what, this storm has just an incredible mid-level mezzo still, as it's had all along. That storm is spinning, and up in the mid-levels, it's right now at the moment, though, we've been watching it really, really close, and the base has risen somewhat. So that spin, that mid-level spin that it hasn't been able really to get that spin back down to the surface, at least in the last probably hour, 30, 45 minutes, something like that. And just because the base has risen on it. But here's the deal. This storm is still very, very strong. It still has a powerful mid-level mezzo. If it moves into better air, it will just intensify and spin that thing down in a heartbeat. So that's why it's got to be watched. Back to you.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Val. And like Val said, and there's his shot. You can see the rain-free base. He has seen this storm that he's on. This storm developed in Colorado, produced tornadoes in our panhandle. It's produced tornadoes in the Oklahoma and Texas panhandle, and now coming into the body of the state. It has changed its shape a little bit. It is still a dangerous storm. It is still a rotating, tall storm, upwards of 50 to 60,000 feet up, producing gargantuan hail, and that will do a lot of damage in no time at all. Okay, back to Lynx 1, and there's a new feature trying to develop basically west of Sweetwater. The main hook is still up here by Allison. Big hail in here, right? And it's sliding southeast, okay? It just keeps, it's kind of pressing east and moving southeast. So if I live in Dempsey, Berlin, Sayre, Elk City, I'm paying close attention to this because it's moving into a more favorable environment as it gets closer to I-40. The ingredients for a tornado are better, and the low-level dynamics are better. And so this is why this thing, again, is more than likely going to continue to spin and give us problems here for a while, okay? All right, so let's go to shear right here, Justin. Let's take a look at that. There is a little bit of an inflow notch trying to develop there. The main area of spin is back by Allison, Texas. And once again, sliding southeast, still about 35 to 40?
Yeah, 35.
On your speed?
Yeah, 35. 35 was the latest.
You're not on. You're not on.
I'm not?
Now you are.
Okay, 35.
Okay. Yeah, control room, remember, leave him up. He controls his own.
I might have double-clicked.
Oh, okay. Oh, no. Don't be double-clicking. You know what that means. Okay, so big, look at the hail. And, yeah, I mean, yeah, we're showing baseballs, and I believe tennis balls. There could be some baseballs in here. All right, so it's now east of Allison. The hail core, the baseball-size hail, is the purple, and now confirmed tornado, now crossing into Oklahoma. So confirmed tornado on the ground. Once again, right back in here, leaving Allison, Texas, or close to Allison, Texas. Justin, is that where the confirmed is?
I'm looking into that.
Okay, yeah, find out where that is. So confirmed now tornado, headed again southeast. Here's Sweetwater. So if you live in Sweetwater, back to Dempsey, almost up to Rayton, lowest level, center part of the house. Confirmed tornado on the ground, right? Justin, let's go to CC.
Yeah, it was 5 miles northwest of Sweetwater.
Okay, so it was on this southeast hook.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we have two areas. That's what we were talking about. So it's right here. There's the tornado.
Yeah.
It's coming out. It's in Oklahoma, just barely. Okay, go ahead and zoom on in on that, Justin. Okay, you folks in Sweetwater, you got to go now. Lowest level, center part of the house. You got to go now in Sweetwater. And it looks like it's just about over Sweetwater. So Sweetwater, it's a tiny little town. I've seen 2 tornadoes in Sweetwater in my chasing career. Both of them were fairly bad and big. Okay, so yeah, Sweetwater, just northwest of town. That's it. And this is going to be sliding southeast. So you've got just a couple of minutes in Sweetwater. Your time is almost over. Sweetwater, confirmed tornado, right there. Again, doesn't get any better than this as far as storm tracking. Another product, once again, you only see on News 9. Tornado's going to be right here. Sliding southeast, big hail. Gosh, gargantuan hail. We're talking about softballs, baseballs. Big, big hail tonight. Big hail, damaging hail. And there's your hook right here. Let's go back to Val. Let's bring Val back in here one more time. Tornado confirmed on the ground. Just a couple of miles now northwest of Sweetwater. You folks in Sweetwater, listen to me. Lowest level. Center part of the house, you got to get there now. I know it's a small town, but there are many farms and ranches around Sweetwater. Pay attention. If you have friends and family in and around Sweetwater, Oklahoma, call them, get them up, shake them, get them up. Got to go to the safe spot. Go ahead, Val.
David, so the camera shot that you're looking at right there, boy, there's a lot of lightning with this thing, is looking right in that direction. We have not seen it yet. Yep. It's very possible it could be wrapped up in the rain. I'm looking really hard. There's a base right there that we're looking at. We talked a while ago about how quickly these things can intensify. Evidently, this must have. But the base, it looks like to me that it's just barely northwest of Sweetwater. It's trying to come into town right now. Our cameras are looking in that direction, definitely in that direction. So right now I don't see it. But we're heading back in that direction, and we're going to try to get to where we can watch it really, really close. Back to you.
Okay. All right. Nice job. Stay right there, Val. So, again, Sweetwater, tornado. Let's go back to Links 1. Here's the tornado now just northwest of town. Back to Links 1. This is going to be 1, 2, 3 miles northwest of Sweetwater. Justin, go ahead and lapse that for me. Let's see what it's doing here on the lapse. Sliding southeast. And we'll put this in motion for you. There it is. Yep, Sweetwater, lowest level, center part of the house. Okay, let's come back to Oklahoma City. We're not forgetting about you, but we just got a lot of other storms. Let's come back. Supercell, tornado warning does continue. Brandon's now in position south of Union City. And once again, let's go back to shear rate on this, and we'll check in with Brandon. Go back to shear rate. Okay, that's getting stronger. Ooh, okay, yep. Brandon, go ahead. Shear rate ramping up now just west of Minko, about 1 mile. What's that? Okay, all right. Justin, his shot's down. I tell you what, leave radar up. Justin, is he in?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to talk to him. All right, go ahead, Brandon. We have your shot up. I see the lowering. I see the wall cloud. It doesn't look like it's on the ground, but it is tighter now. Go ahead, Brandon, looking back to your west. Great shot. Tells the whole story. Go ahead. Brandon?
We might have lost him.
Okay. Well, he'll call back in. So this is his shot. Make sure he calls back in. All right, so here's the right side. Okay, this is the cigar cloud coming in from the right side of the updraft, right? Updraft's here. We have rain and hail over here. There's the left side, okay? And hang on. I'm getting dizzy myself. This is his roof cam, his IR, it's his night cam. All right, so here's the right side. Okay, I'm seeing this live with you folks, okay? We're just breaking this down. We're going into storm chase mode here. All right, so there's the right side. We call that the cigar cloud. It'll come up, let's call it a tree hugger. This band of clouds will come in up into it because it's rotating counterclockwise. This is pulling in from the right. We'll have the same feature. Looks a little bit different on the left because it's pulling in from the east and from the south. And right in the middle, it all comes together and you get the mesocyclone, right? That's exactly what's going on. Do we have Brandon? All right, let's go to Brandon. Your shot. Brandon, I was breaking it down, what I'm seeing in your shot. Wall cloud, right side of the meso, tail cloud, inflow notch, inflow band, and there we go. So that is, again, Brandon's shot right there. We keep losing him. Do we have him back again?
I'm back now.
Okay, there we go. I was breaking down your shot, talking about the feeder bands coming in from the left, from the right. It doesn't look like it's on the ground, but the circulation now just to your west and northwest, about 2 miles, and we have damaging winds now just to the west of you. Go ahead. It's going to try to produce a tornado. Go ahead.
Yeah, David, that's exactly right. As we were coming through Minko, we noticed that the couplet was really starting to tighten. We're just south of Minko. You're going to have a great shot of it right here through the lightning. It's really low to the ground. I can't confirm how tight that spin is on it, but we're going to be right in front of it in about 1 mile. It looks to me like it's probably on the either just south of Highway 37 on the west side of Minko. If I live in Minko, I'm in my safe spot right now, though. I can tell you we're taking hard northwesterlies right now coming around the backside as we're coming into the south side of Minko. This thing is really ramping up from what it was about 10 minutes ago, so this thing means business. Let me get through these trees and see if I can see. Man, this thing is really wrapped up. I can't confirm anything's on the ground, but I can tell you it's not far from it. It's really low. Here comes a big RFD punch.
It's just northwest of it.
It's going to be still west of Minko, west of Highway 81. Probably, I'm going to guess about a mile northwest of Minko. Now that we're in the town proper.
It is. Yes, you're right. You're right. You're exactly right. It's northwest of Minko. It's northwest of Minko, Brandon. It looks like maybe like how far, Justin? 2.5 miles? Yes. About 2.5 miles. Brandon, northwest of Minko, 2 to 3 miles.
All right, here's going to be a great shot.
Okay.
We're right in the open.
Okay, so folks, this is a developing tornado right now. Let's keep Brandon's shot up. Let's shove it to the left. Let's go back to links 1. Let me show you where the tornado is. I see it. I see a lowering right here. Right there. There
Yep.
it is.
Yep.
There it is. Okay, right here. All right, look, Brandon, look for power flashes. Look for power flashes. Let's see what we get out of this. Okay, it's trying to go to the ground right now. Back to links 1. Let's keep Brandon shot up. There's the couplet. The tornado is going to be 1, 2, 3 miles, 4 miles northwest of Minko. If you live northwest of Minko, you have to go to the lowest level, center part of your house, and you have to go now. Look at shear rate. Wow, tornado's right here. It's almost on the ground. Justin, go to CC. For me. I'm trying to get everybody to talk at the same time. I like a party. All right, so here's Minko. Okay, I don't see any debris in the air yet. I don't see any debris in the air. Let's go back to velocity data. And it's right here, okay? Go back to it. Okay, that's more than likely almost on the ground now. Okay, Justin, zoom in on the roads. Okay, folks, this is precision storm chasing. This is going to be County Road 1150. And what's our north-south road here? Just on the river, County Road 1150. What's our north-south? South Air Depot, and then
Reformity.
Yep. Reformity. Yep. Right here. There's the river. Okay. All right. Tornado's going to be right here. That's the tornado. Okay. Just north of Highway 152. Just in Lapsus. Let's see. I know it's going into Canadian County, but it's going to hug the river. Yeah. Go ahead and lapse it for me. Put it in lapse mode so it goes fast. Yeah. It's definitely now coming into Canadian. It's doing it right now. Okay, all right, let's go back to Brandon. Brandon Pennell, you're going to have to get north. This thing is occluding, and it's lifting almost, not due north, Brandon, but it's lifting more northerly now. It's pulling away from you. You're in the inflow notch. It's tightening up. If you live in Union City, lowest level, center part of the house, Union City, I can't say it enough. If you live in Union City and back to the west, developing tornado. Go ahead. Take it, Brandon.
Yeah, David, that's exactly right. So we're coming through Minko right now. The tornado sirens are sounding in Minko. We're on Highway 81, right on the north side. It's still west of 81 from what I could tell the best. I cannot see it condensated on the ground, but that doesn't mean anything with the amount of moisture. I have not seen any power flashes as of yet. I can see clearly underneath it. I can't see anything on the ground, but it's not far from it. It's really thinking about it. Oh, what is that? What was that by that tower? Okay, I got wrapping rain curtains coming around it. I can see it in the oil well light. Man, that's hard southwesterlies right there. Give me about 30 more seconds trying to get a clear spot right here. Okay, right. It's going to be right here. I mean, we're right in front of it. Still nothing confirmed on the ground from my vantage point, but it's not far from it. I can see rapid rotation coming around the southwest side right now. It's probably, I'm at the junction of 81 and 37 west, just on the north side of Minko. The south, oh, look at that. Okay, we might have a funnel on the southeast side of the circulation. It's going to be still south of the river, west of 81, and I still can't confirm anything on the ground. I got too many trees though.
Okay, no, you're fine.
But man, this thing is it's got rapid rotation. There's little tentacles and small funnels everywhere. This might be the main funnel right here.
Yep. Okay, hang on. Let's keep this shot up. Let's go back to radar. Let's talk about where it is. Okay, and we'll get a storm track on this. If you live in southeastern Canadian County, far northern Grady County, lowest level, center part of the house. If you live in Union City and then along Highway 152, Union City, you got to go to the lowest level, safe spot, whether it's an interior closet, interior bathroom. If you're a child home alone tonight, your parents are gone or whatever, and you're hearing me, you're listening to me, and you do not have a storm shelter, or if you do, you need to go there or center part of the house. Let's go to Brandon. Let's go back to Brandon. He's got a funnel now. He's going to be northwest of Minko. Funnel. There it is. Take it, Brandon. Go.
Okay, David. We're right south of the river right now. I still cannot confirm on the ground. I haven't seen anything that would tell me that it is. But like I said, this thing is continuing to think about it. It's still west of 81, I can tell you that. And it does look like it may be drifting, like you were saying, occluding, and lifting almost due north parallel to 81. If I live in Union City into the south side of El Reno right now, you need to take this real serious. At times we're just taking inflow coming in from the southeast as we're coming in on the southeast side of it at 40 to 50, at 60 at times. Right now we're so close though, our winds are a little bit calm, which is you know what that means. We're right where most people don't need to be. I still can't confirm on the ground though. It honestly maybe looks like it's going through just a little bit of a cycle stage, like it's figuring itself out. But there's a lot of trees, but it's still going to be south of Union City for sure and west of 81, David, as we continue north into Union City. Back to you.
All right, nice job. Okay, so Brandon's right there. Hank's just east of that. So we have this thing, honestly, it's we've got it covered like bees on honey on this deal, okay? It's not on the ground. It's produced a couple of funnels. Look at the lightning. And again, you can see it. We're seeing this live. If it goes to the ground, you're going to see it first. Let's go back to Lynx 1. And here's the tornado. It's right out Brandon's window, right? He's got to get a little farther north. Justin, does he know? He knows about 152, right?
Yes, he does.
Okay, so let's see what this thing does. It's trying to occlude. What happens is, right, it's spinning, right, cyclonic, right, talking about counterclockwise. And what it does is when it tightens up, it'll sometimes pull to the north. And that's exactly what it's done, at least right now, okay? That's exactly what it's done right now. It's trying to pull itself a little bit to the north. I also want to point out that the area of circulation has weakened just a little bit here in the last couple of minutes. It is still rotating. If you live, again, in northern Grady County, southern Canadian County, along 152, back between Minko and especially Union City, you got to go to the lowest level, center part of the house. What you got, Justin?
No, none. I was just talking to trackers and looking at the latest.
All right, so here's the hook, right? And it's slowed down, and it's not moving that fast anymore. So what's our speed on it now? What do you think? Are we down to 20, 25?
Yeah, I would say 20.
Yeah, it's come down. And it's because it's become so big, and it's taking over the environment. All right, so again, tornado warning now comes into southwest Oklahoma City, southwest metro, and it's moving. It was occluding to the north. It's still moving east-northeast. It's going to hug the river. Okay, it's going to hug the Canadian Grady County line, which is the river, and as it makes its way to the east. It still could occlude and pull to the north. All right, let's get an update. Let's go back. And what's the storm out west doing? The Sweetwater storm?
That's why I was talking to Val. He still had a possible funnel earlier.
Okay, let's go back to
but
Val.
Still low-hanging wall cloud.
And before we do that, let's take Val first here and get an update from Val. Val, still a big hook now, went right over Sweetwater. And it's sliding down to the east-southeast now. More southeast still. Give us an update, Val.
All right, look at my shot. Wait till it lightnings. Look at the shot right there. Got a very, very large bowl-shaped lowering. This thing is ramped up so fast. We had a funnel probably 60% to the ground a little bit earlier, like a cone-shaped funnel, a little bit earlier from that. And now there's just a very big right there. It looks like there's a funnel trying to form right there, kind of on the center to the right part when it lightnings. Okay, this is going to be east of Sweetwater, moving southeast. I'm almost thinking this thing might be on the ground now. I'm going to pull right there. It's got a lightning to be able to see it well, and we got all kinds of rain wrapping around it. Man, there's so much rain. There it is. I don't know if it's on the
we'll go back
ground,
to
but
it.
it's very, very close. We'll just say that. It's going to be east of Sweetwater, probably several miles. Really massive wall cloud right there. It's very possible something. I almost thought I saw a power flash a little bit earlier.
I see it,
Not
Val.
certain on that, but this thing, I don't know how this thing ramped up so fast, but it did. We talked about it possibly could do that, and it did. It must be pulling in stronger instability air. That might be on the ground right there in the middle. Are y'all seeing it when it lightens?
Yes. I can see a lowering, and I thought I saw either something thin. I didn't see a cone or a wedge or anything, but I saw it looked like something thin hanging, either a kind of maybe a smaller funnel, but it was so fast on the lightning valve, it was kind of hard to see. Maybe take a look at your night camera and see what you can see out of that.
We'll try to do that as well.
Okay, if you get a chance. Okay.
Yes. We're going to try to do that real quick.
Okay, all right, let's go back to radar here. Let's go back to Lynx 1, and let's talk about the Western Oklahoma storm. And look at the hail. This is going to be baseball-sized hail. It's going to trash Dempsey. You're getting hammered in Grimes. And from there, it's going to make its way down towards New Liberty, towards Doxie, towards Merritt, Elk City. And folks, this is a dangerous storm. Confirmed tornado on the ground northwest of Sweetwater about 15 minutes ago. Big hail. Gigantic hail, gorilla-sized hail. We're talking about baseball-sized hail sliding southeast. What is? Let's go back to Val.
David, it's on the ground.
All right, go back to Val Castor. Let's take Val's shot. Go ahead, Val. Tornado on the ground now. And Justin, get me a storm track. Go ahead, Val. Take it. Tornado on the ground, Western Oklahoma.
See it. Yeah, we put the roof cam on it right now. I'm looking northeast. The large wall cloud kind of consolidated, and it drops all the way to the ground. It's going to have to lightning just right to see that. There it is. There it is right there. You can see a funnel hanging out the side there.
Yep.
Let's wait a little. There it is right there on the ground still.
Okay, yeah, it's right here.
Ground still. It's not as big. It's not quite as big as it was, but it's on the ground.
Okay, all right.
There's not really much to hit out here, so we're not seeing power flashes, but there it is.
What's this?
It's cone-shaped. It's guaranteed. I guarantee it's on the ground.
Okay, Val, hang on. Val, we want to get your exact GPS location. What's his exact GPS location? Zoom in on that.
Just ask him because the GPS
Okay, Val, give me an update on exactly where you are. You're on 152, right? Just southeast of Sweetwater.
I'm on 152.
Yeah.
And it's going to be southeast of Sweetwater. I'm going to say 3 miles east-southeast of Sweetwater. The tornado is northeast of us. So the tornado is going to be, I'm going to say 3 to 4 miles straight east of Sweetwater.
Okay,
David.
all right, on 152. Okay, let's go back to Lynx 1. Tornado on the ground. Go back to Lynx 1, full screen here. Tornado's on the ground, 3 mile. It's right here. Val's here, looking off to his northeast. He's looking right here. There's the tornado. It's right there. So New Liberty, tornado again, headed towards you possibly. It's still moving east-southeast down towards, I wouldn't take Sayre out of it. If I'm in Sayre, I'm looking to my northwest. There's the tornado. Okay, go to CC. Let's see what it's doing. There's the tornado right there. He said it was just to his northeast. He's nailed it. It's right here. There might be some debris being lofted. It's right here. That's the tornado. Go back to shear rate again.
You're recording, right?
And yes, we're recording. There it is. That's a tornado now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 miles northwest of Liberty. It's moving east-southeast. Sayre, don't go to bed. Merritt, don't go to bed. Elk City, don't go to bed. Okay? You folks along I-40, back down Highway 6, need to be thinking about lowest level, center part of the house. Tornado warning confirmed. Confirmed northwest of Sweetwater. Now confirmed by Val Castor on the ground. Tornado on the ground now, southeast of Sweetwater, okay? Moving east, and it's going almost east down Highway 6. If you live along Highway 6, lowest level, center part of the house. If you live in a mobile home, you have to get out, okay? If you have a home, great. Center part of the house, lowest level, bathroom, closet, you got to go. You got to go now, okay? If you're home by yourself and you're a child, home by yourself, listen to me, lowest level, center part of the house, okay? You got to go. You just got to go. All right, little closet, little bathroom, okay? Along Highway 6, it's right here. There's the tornado. It's right here. Okay, let's come back to Oklahoma City. We care about you out here. We got to get back to the metro. Another tornado back here in Oklahoma City. Let's come back down I-40, and let's jump in here. Let's get back to it. Switch radars. Oh, mama. All right, so by the way, another supercell developing here. And this is as beginning to develop some cyclonic shear over Yukon. So folks, the way things are going, we could end up with multiple tornado warnings at the same time, okay? So don't go to bed, okay? In the metro, just hang with us here, okay? We got to get through this, and we'll see what happens. All right, so Brandon has now made his way. The circulation is now pretty close to Tuttle. Hank is just to the east of it. All right, so here's the circulation. Tornado warning continues along Highway 37. That goes into, again, southwest Oklahoma City, Westmore. Okay, circulation's right here. Let's go to shear rate. And, okay, it's not as strong as what it was, okay? So there we go. But we did have a funnel out of this, and it was spinning like a top when Brandon was right there. So he's going north just to get around it?
Yeah.
Instead of hanging south because it was occluding? Is that what he was thinking? I get it.
With the occlusion and then Hank's on the east side, so he can kind of go around.
That's great. By the way, see this? Is that real?
That was the circulation, that we were watching closely southeast of Yukon.
Yep, that's okay. So another problem.
Brandon's yelling at me.
All right, let's go to Brandon. Let's bring Brandon Pennell in. And Brandon, we have an area of circulation now developing over Yukon. You still have your tornado warning to your south.
David. Hey, okay, so what's in our shot is the Yukon. We're looking north. We're going east on 59th.
Yep.
It is just as low as what the one in Minko was. The one in Minko got an RFD surge and kind of stretched itself out. The one in Yukon appears to maybe have taken over for the moment. It's extremely low. I mean, just like Minko was 5-10 minutes ago.
Okay. Yeah, no, exactly.
We're coming out of the trees right here. You're going to have a shot. We're coming out of the trees.
Okay. All right. Yeah, hey, Brandon, why don't we do this? Let's get Brandon on that, and then Hank will take the southern storm, okay? Let's do that. Brandon, are you good with that?
With what?
Are you good? Why don't you go after that northern storm, and we'll keep Hank on the southern storm, okay?
Okay, that'll work. I'll go north.
Yep, go north, and that storm is really ramping up. Okay, so there's a lowering. All right, so look at that. You guys see that? You saw that, right? Okay, that's the lowering right here. And... yeah, hey, Brandon, when you get a second, well, it's kind of hard to stop. I know he's busted. All right, let's go back to Links 1. So again, if this goes any stronger, we're going to get another tornado warning out of this. And this is now just east of Yukon. It's going right over Lake Stanley Draper, right? No, Lake Overholser, excuse me, Lake Overholser. And it's going to go right over to the west sides of Bethany. It's going to cross the Kilpatrick. From there, it's going to go to northwest Oklahoma City. It's going to make its way maybe as far south as Nichols Hills and the Village, and then from there up towards Edmond, okay? Right across Lake Hefner. Area of spin is right here, getting stronger right now. Not strong enough for a tornado warning, but I'm giving you the heads up on this deal, okay? I'm just telling you what we're seeing here, and this is beginning to hook. Go to shear rate again. Take a look at that. Okay, there's that. Okay, yeah, that's coming up. So once again, if you live, again, west or near Lake Overholser, back up to Lake Hefner. There's Overholser right here, Lake Hefner. You need to be thinking about if the tornado warning gets dropped here or added, and we might do it ourselves if it gets any stronger. What's velocity data look like? How close are we? Okay, it's not crazy yet. It's not crazy, but it's coming up. We need to watch it. Okay, let's go back south now. Hank's on this. And, okay, here comes this circulation right here. It's not as tight. It's broad, which is good. But it can certainly take just a few seconds here to ramp up. And the couplet's right in here. Let's go back to shear rate. Take a look at the couplet. Then we'll get a storm track. I see you got a storm track. Well, update that.
Yep.
So here's your area of spin. And notice it doesn't look like this. And earlier it had that S shape. And that's an algorithm that's built into our radar. And so it points out, it takes millions of calculations, and it points out exactly where that tight area of spin is. And that configuration is not telling me, oh boy, we've got problems. Tornado warning continues, don't get me wrong. If I'm in Mustang, lowest level, center part of the house. If I live in southwest Oklahoma City, lowest level, center part of the house, okay? As this thing comes into northwest Cleveland County, southwest Oklahoma County, southeast Canadian County, right? That's the area of spin right there. It's not as strong as what it was, but it's strong enough. We'll keep this tornado warning going. Okay, links, is that 2? On 2? Links 2, thank you, Justin. Now, we're giving you lots of room here. This is a storm track. It's pretty wide, but that's good, all right? We're not going to narrow it down and leave somebody out of this. because this thing has loosened. It's a little bit wider rotation, right? So we're looking at Mustang at 1213, Newcastle 1221, Will Rogers 1228, Moore 1240, downtown Oklahoma City 1248, OU campus, that's pretty far south, but it could make a little more of a turn. OU campus at about 12:52 in the morning, Norman at about 12:52, and we'll say Tinker Air Force Base at about 1 o'clock in the morning. With this circulation, which is pretty much right on the Canadian Grady County line, okay? It's right here where Hank is. All right, let's go back and get an update from Hank. I don't think you have Hank turned on, at least in the storm track. Let's go to Hank and bring Hank in. And Hank, here we go. This thing really tightened up. We were close. It's not as tight as what it was, but the dynamics are still there, Hank. The low-level jet is there, and you're looking right back to the west. What do you think? What do you see right now? Go ahead, Hank.
Yeah, David. So I'm sitting here at 89th Street and Highway 4, just, south of Mustang, looking back to the west, and man, it's grungy. I really can't make out very much in the way of structure. I can see some lightning, even on velocity. The rotation looks a bit messy to me right now. I don't see any real clear defined lowerings or cloud bases yet as it's moving towards Mustang. So I probably need to get a little bit closer to it or let it get a little bit closer to me right now because I really can't make out any structure. It just kind of looks grungy to me at the moment, David. Back to you.
Okay. All right. Nice job. Okay. So, and that's exactly what we're seeing from the studio, looking at radars. And that's exactly what he's seeing out in the field. And again, him and Patty. So he's right on. He's seeing exactly what we're seeing as well. All right, so let's go back to Lynx 1. And these are the only two storms we have and the only two tornado warnings we have right now. So that's good. That's a good thing. But we have more severe weather developing in the Panhandle, into northwestern Oklahoma, and across Kansas. And this is all going to come south and east. And remember, the tornado watch is in effect until 6 a.m. in the morning. It includes a lot of our viewing area, okay? All right, so as far as any severe storms in Oklahoma County, we have the one tornado warning, right? And the storm's up in the Edmond area, Seward back to Cashion, Okarche, not quite severe, right? That area of spin we had right here, it is now in eastern Canadian County. It's right here, but it's not strong enough to get a tornado warning out of it, but we are watching it, okay? And this is going to make its way across through the village and across the heart of Oklahoma City, and then from there it's going to make its way up towards Edmond. But the whole blob itself is moving off to the northeast. But the only tornado warning we have right now in the metro is now, again, in far northern Grady County and also far southern and southeastern Canadian County, right along the line here. Brandon's here, Hank's here, and let's go ahead and go back to shear rate. Let's see what we've got out of that now. And, yep, time's it. Okay. It's not come back, okay? It's broad, and if it gets any weaker, we're going to drop the tornado warning, okay?
It's exactly what Brandon was mentioning, that
yeah.
It kind of gusted out. A little too much wind in one direction, kind of just took the feet from underneath of it and kind of pushed it off to the east.
Yeah, and that's that right there. That green is wind moving towards me, okay? That's wind that's coming at me. And notice how wide that is. It's not tight like the bright greens up against the bright reds. It's not really a couplet right now. So that's good. It's great. It's the best news ever. I mean, it was going and going and going and going up, and now it's come down. And now we're left with a severe storm with some decent-sized nickel, dime, quarter-size hail and lots of heavy rain. Could have some flooding out of this, but the circulation is definitely weaker. If it gets any weaker, we're going to drop the tornado warning on it. But it's going to come into, again, Cleveland County, McLean County, and far southwest Oklahoma County. I know the sirens are going off in southwest Oklahoma City, I would imagine, back to Mustang and Yukon as well. And this, though, is the area of spin, but it's not like what it was, okay? So great news there. Now, can it come back? Absolutely. Still, all the damage are in place. All the players are still on the field. So we'll see what happens here. But this thing is nothing like what it was. So that's good. All right, let's jump back north to that northern storm, the Yukon storm. And that area of spin, it's right here. I know it's not pretty, but still hanging on a little, right there. A little bit of a hook, all right, right there. So let's go to velocity data. See what you get out of that right there. There's the area. There's a couplet. And right there, okay, that's weakened. Okay. Okay. It's not getting tighter. Turn reflectivity back on. What do I have back here? No. Okay. That's coming in. I just want to see that's just, yeah, wind coming at me. Okay. Hail sizes.
Yeah, these cores haven't intensified as they were coming either. So, looking disorganized, still wind threat probably, 60, 65 mile per hour winds, but the tornadic circulation that was trying to form down to the south has really lost its spin whatsoever. For sure. And the tornado warning is probably going to be dropped. But now we have a severe thunderstorm warning for all of Oklahoma City. So hang on. So nickel and dime, quarter-size hail. And, you know, the hail sizes are not huge. Winds, like he said, 50, maybe 60 miles per hour. I haven't seen anything like that, really. I mean, velocity data, I was looking at some 30s and 40s in there. We had stronger by the circulation earlier. But as you can see. I haven't seen anything over 45.
Okay, yeah. So 40 to 50, might have a gust of 60, might have some power outages. We're going to have a lot of lightning. Justin, turn that lightning on. And how many lightning strikes in the box here? Quite a few. So it's going to get loud coming through the village. Severe thunderstorm warning now. Your phones are going off. You're waking up, or you haven't gone to bed yet on a Friday night. Here we go. But this is coming into Oklahoma County, right? Winds 40 to 50, okay, along this leading edge, back in here. So 40 to 50, might have a gust of 60, nickel and dime size hail. You might get some quarters, mainly nickels and dimes. And the tornado warning does continue down here, but it is a far cry from what it was. Far cry from what it was, okay? All right, let's go back into western Oklahoma and let's check our other storm out. Back to the west. Oh, let's go to links 2 here. Go ahead out there. Let's go back to links 2 and set that up out there. We'll check back in with Val. Again, not as tight. This is the mezzo. It's still right along the river, southeast Canadian County, northeastern Grady County, moving almost due east. It's going to go over more, but the circulation continues to weaken, and the tornado warning now has been dropped. This is what we've been saying for the last 10 minutes. Okay? So the tornado warning has been dropped. It is still a strong to severe storm. And Mustang at 12:13. Will Rogers in and around the airport, 12:28. OU, 12:52. And we'll do Del City at about 12:55. That's the area of spin. But right now, again, the circulation is no longer tornado warned. And it shouldn't be, right? Because it was weakening, and we were talking about it, giving you minute by minute, play by play, and blow by blow. Okay. All right, let's go back into western Oklahoma. Tornado warning continues out here. Now, this has been a dangerous storm. This has produced at least 2 tornadoes in Oklahoma. Val and Amy are right here, coming down 152. The hook is right here. Big hail. Talked about it going near Berlin, down to Merritt. And is the hail going to hammer Elk City? It's going to be close. Probably going to go just south of Elk City. Looks like it. And nickels and dimes and quarters. The hail sizes have come down. Have Vills come down on that? They've come down?
And look at the Vil.
That's what I meant.
Kind of looks like it has.
Are you out of FDR?
Yes.
Okay.
FDR is pretty much the lowest scan.
Yeah, from there. Okay. Yeah, it's come down some. Still a big, nasty, gnarly storm, but it's come down some. Okay. Let's go to Val. And Val's looking right back to his north. Val, your storm has a big, big hail core in it. I know you're making your way down into the Sayre area. What do you see when you look back to your north there? You see a lowering? Can you see it from where you are? Go ahead.
Yeah, so we're hunting for it. The tornado earlier that was on the ground, we eventually lost it in the rain. The rain wrapped all the way around it from our vantage point. So now the rain appears to have kind of cleared out. The base does not look – it doesn't look as menacing and as strong and as wrapped up as it was a little bit earlier. It looks a little bit more fragmented, but I'm not going to say this thing's not going to do it because we saw how fast it spun up earlier. So we're scanning the base. I'm headed on that road. I think we're on 152. We just made that turn east towards Sayre. The camera right there is pointing to the northeast, and we think that that's where the circulation still is going to be to our northeast. We see what looks like a lowering over there, but from our vantage point, it looks a little bit maybe ragged, a little bit less organized than what it was. But, you know, we're not right under it either. So as one thing we've learned about this is just to stay with it because, this thing is so wrapped up. It comes into some better air, and then it really starts to spin down. So, we're going to keep a close eye on it, David. Back to you.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see what it does. Val, it does not look as tight, as wound up as it did. The mezzo, it's kind of taken on not the classic supercell look. It's kind of, you can see it too. It's a little more, still a supercell, still a very large storm, strong storm, large hail, damaging winds, but it does not have the hook. The hook is, at least for now, is trying to disappear on it, which that's okay. That's great news, okay? But we can see it, no tornado on the ground, but you can see his lowering still there. Let's go back to Lynx 1 and notice just a few minutes ago, see the hook? And now the hook, where'd it go? It's because it's weakened, and when it weakens, when the hook's not doing it, it gets absorbed and it flips back to the backside, and it just gets pulled back into it. When it's digging and doing crazy things, the hook's hanging out, the beak's hanging out, right? Of the screaming eagle. When that's not happening, it can still tighten up, and the mesocyclone will stretch, and you'll get a tornado, possibly. But right now, this is a good sign to see that. Tornado warning continues, okay? So let's talk about you folks in Merritt. If I'm in Merritt, you're going to get some hail. It's going to get loud. The wind's going to pick up. It already is. But I'd be going to the lowest level, center part of the house, okay? In Merritt, down to just north of Hawker. And then from there, we can take this southeast. Justin, let's go ahead and get you a southeast storm track. And let's take this all the way down to, Cordell, in the line of fire, Lake Valley, Cloud Chief. And it's still a mesocyclone, 50, 60,000 feet up, right? You're flying a jet airplane airliner, 35, 40,000 feet up.
And looking at the latest short-term data, it does have this weakening as it slides off to the southeast, and then the storms to the northwest coming out of the panhandle. That's our main squall line that comes sweeping through.
Yes, right. So that's okay. And we'll still be dealing with the tornado threat overnight, even with the main line, like we did last night in overnight, right? So we shall see. But this, again, big hail, big wind, and sliding down. And it's right over Merritt right now. And we've had confirmed tornadoes from Valcaster, northwest of Sweetwater, 5 miles, southeast of Sweetwater, just about 3 miles. So at least 2 tornadoes out of that, it looks like. And Val was thinking that second one was pretty legit. I don't know how strong it was, but he was looking at it, and it was on the ground, right? So we'll see if we can't tighten up and try to get another hook to develop as it moves down towards the small community of Hawker, down towards Port. And to holler, Justin, when you get that storm track.
Yeah, I'm good.
You got it?
Yeah, Lynx 3.
Lynx 3, control room. And, okay, so Foss moving in now. Burns Flat, 12:23. Retrop, 12:29 in the morning. We'll say Sentinel, 12:48. Cordell, 12:49. Hobart, 1:15. Mountain View, 1:40. And we'll do Fort Cobb at about 2:15 in the morning. So, yeah. And Tornadic, supercell, produced at least 2 tornadoes in Oklahoma. That storm developed in Colorado today, produced tornadoes in our panhandle, actually a fairly big tornado out near Keys, out near Boise City, and also produced other tornadoes north of Amarillo, up near Pampa, northwest of Pampa. Same storm. And it is still alive and well. The reason it's called a supercell, because they're super, and they last for states and counties.
And now our third line is impacting northwest Oklahoma. Severe thunderstorm warning for Harper with our main big complex of thunderstorms that'll slide across the entire state here for the overnight.
All right, so this is what's going to really, really get us into hammer mode overnight tonight. Now, we'll say this, though. With this going on out ahead of this, that's going to impact this somehow, some way. We do have low-level dynamics in place. We have a lot of instability. We've got the jet stream at different levels that are going to be in place. So we're going to have severe weather overnight. But there's always going to be some impact between what's coming through Oklahoma City right now, which is a lot of rain, one severe storm, and the other storm out here. We'll see. We'll see what it does. But look at that line now. Are you out of, you're out of VNX. Okay.
Yeah, Dodge is down.
Okay. Okay, so the line now running north of Medicine Lodge. Severe thunderstorm warning now for Harper County, back down to Lipscomb County, back down to Ochiltree County. That's out in the Panhandle. Big storm near Spearman. That's a monster storm.
How are you?
And that's going to be running up towards Perryton and Buffalo. Justin, let's take a look at the wind velocities. And up in Harper County here, Yeah, they've got that kind of messy.
Yep.
And
I can look at Amarillo.
Yep. Okay, so winds up here still going to be 50 to 60 as it makes its way off to the southeast. So this is all going to fill in, and this is all going to slide south and east tonight, okay, overnight, right? Tornado watch in effect until 6 a.m. For much of our viewing area, including all of Oklahoma City. Okay, so that's what's coming tonight. Starts in the northwest, ends in southeast Oklahoma late tonight and tomorrow morning.
And this comes into the metro, this line of severe thunderstorms that's coming into the Harper 4 to 5 a.m., according to the latest data.
Yep.
It does weaken a little bit, but
we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
It still has that damaging wind threat, and we've already had one line of thunderstorms, maybe another line, but this will be the third line coming through the metro. We are fully saturated. Our yards and everything cannot hold any more water. So some localized flash flooding is definitely a concern for the overnight.
Yeah, for sure. Tonight and tomorrow morning. So if you're thinking about getting up Saturday morning, going to work early or whatever, don't drive into water. If you get up and you leave your neighborhood and you hit it, you could die driving into water. We might have flooding overnight tonight and tomorrow morning. This is going to turn into one solid line, okay, as it makes its way down to the southeast. Okay, so severe now for Harper, Ellis, Woodward. Get ready, Woodward. Here it comes, all right? And it's just going to keep sliding down to the southeast, okay? All right, so, and then from here it goes all the way up into, well, near Pratt, Kansas, but the whole line now beginning to fill in. And these are there's supercells out here. There's an inflow notch on that. That's going to come back into Oklahoma. So as of right now, we nearly had a tornado in Union City. It was close, came really close. That tornado warning has expired for Oklahoma City, for the Southwest Metro. No more tornado warning in effect, just some wind and some hail. That's good. We still have a tornado warning with this cell that Val's on, and that storm has produced 2 tornadoes in Oklahoma, one northwest of Sweetwater, one southeast or east of Sweetwater. Val was all over that. And then this will be the big show that we get overnight tonight. Okay. What do you think?
I think we got to quit meeting like this.
I know. How you doing?
I am great. How are you?
Yeah,
y'all are doing wonderful, as always.
You what?
I said y'all are doing wonderful, as always. Trackers are doing great, right in the right spots.
Yeah, everybody's...
I'm a little tired of working with you, but we're all here.
I don't know, was that kind of rude? I think that was that
we're here. We're good. And right now, David, there is circulation in southwestern portions of Logan County, north of kind of Waterloo.
Yeah.
That is starting to tighten up just a little bit in the last couple of scans. While you were looking out there, I was looking back here.
Yeah, well, and that's what happened with that one, the Union City, but the one north of that.
Exactly.
And it went away.
Right.
And then we had the little soup. You saw that. It was earlier. So anyway.
Yes.
All right, let's come back to that, Lace.
Okay.
And, so we have the severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Oklahoma County. Right? And this is coming in from the southwest here, and no longer tornado warned on that. But these storms are beginning to get a little bit stronger. And that's what she was talking about here. And these are what they look like. They're not the big, now the ones out west look a little bit different. These are not screaming eagle, oh boy, look at that storm, you can't, They're a little bit muddy, a little bit messy, a little bit murky. Right? And the area of spin is trying to develop, again, in Logan County up here.
It's not very tight,
but
you can see it, and it's definitely there. Here it is. It's right over Portland or 74.
Yep.
And Simpson.
Yeah, just south of Seward. There's Simpson. Here's Forest Hills. Right, it's right there. What's shear rate have on it? Yeah, oh, yeah, okay.
And I'll lapse this and show you.
Yeah, it's getting stronger. Ooh.
And it's, kind of lifting and pivoting.
Yeah, boy, that really took a, oh boy.
And see, there's showers pushing up, and you can almost see a little bit of inflow there.
Right here, right there, right there. And it's right here on the backside. It's right where it, right here.
Lifting up towards Guthrie, and this is the area that we were covering.
Yep.
Last night. Yes.
Yep, same area. Yeah, right. Cedar Valley up to Guthrie. By the way, we're going to have some flooding. I mean, we're going to have more rain tonight. This is going to give us another 1 to 2 inches of rain here. So flooding, and there's going to be flash flood warnings coming out. So don't drive into water overnight. We've already had too many people die this spring, especially back in April, due to flooding. So let's not do that, okay? Don't drive into water. You got there somehow, right? So turn around. Go back to where you came from. All right, so nickel and dime size hail up here. Nothing crazy except that area of spin, but that storm is still strong, and it's going to Guthrie, and it's getting stronger. All right, for Oklahoma County, this storm continues to really weaken. It's come down.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's
barely severe, really.
Yeah, I was going to say it's probably no longer severe. So that's good. Some heavy rain. The rain is even a little bit lighter. What's the lightning count now? I know it's going to be increasing with that.
Here, I'll zoom out a little tighter on that part.
But the lightning's come down to, okay, yeah, come way down. So lightning's coming down. Rain rates are coming down. No more circulation. No big hail. We're doing okay. It's getting loud in Oklahoma City. This storm is basically no longer severe in Oklahoma City. Okay? So we're doing all right. These have been taken off over near Cromwell and Seminole and Holdenville. I just want to point out kind of some, convection. Storms taken off, not severe, right?
David, whenever these storms moved over Wiley Post, they produced a wind gust to 69 miles per hour.
Okay, that was earlier.
At 12:01.
Yeah.
That would have been
what time is it?
18 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But, yeah.
That's when they still had a little bit of ump to them. So
right.
69 mile per hour wind gust at Wiley. Wow, that's pretty good.
And so could still have winds, 50 to 60 embedded.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. 50, yeah. What's velocity? Anything showing up like that?
Nothing showing up to even query that's close to that.
Okay. All right, so 40 to 50. Could be a gust in here, still close to 60, moving across the city. Right, Hank's down here. Let's go back to Hank Brown. He's in the Southwest Metro. And I know if Hank had anything crazy, he'd be getting my attention. Go ahead, Hank, and then, guys, we'll jump back out into that Western Oklahoma storm. Go ahead, Hank.
Yeah, David, so I'm moving across Airport Road right now. I'm just north of Will Rogers, and we got up underneath that storm as Brandon had it out west of Mustang, and, it looked like the RFD punch really just kind of gusted that storm out. We got right up under the lip of it, and really there's really nothing to it. There's really not even that big of a wind with it. So we're kind of staying out on the edge of it just in case it ramps up and tries to do something else again. But, yeah, this thing is ugly as homemade soap as far as meteorology, because there's nothing sexy about this storm at all. It's kind of blown itself out, and really we didn't even have much in the way of wind when we got underneath the outflow of it. So we're going to keep moving east with it, just kind of take it through the city just to make sure that it doesn't ramp back up. But as of right now, it's a far cry from where it was when it was out by Union City, David. Back to you.
Okay. All right. Nice job, Hank. And so that's exactly what we've been saying. The storm in the metro continues to come down. All right. Back to Lynx 1. And these storms are getting stronger. Kingfisher County, Logan County, these are basically severe now between Dover and Kingfisher. A little bit of inflow here, so a little bit of spin going on just north of Okarche. Need to watch that. All right, let's talk about the supercell out here. Valves all over this, and look at the hook now. So the hook's come back a little bit. It's come back. It did flip back into it. It kind of went away with us. We were like, okay, good. Maybe the party's going to wind down here. We got to go home. But no, it's trying to hang on a little bit here. He's in Sayre, and once again, sliding southeast towards Burns Flat, Dill City, okay? And the hail core is fairly narrow now, not as strong as what it was. Yeah, showing quarters now. Earlier we had tennis balls and baseballs. So.
And it's had baseball since when?
Oh, it's been
Colorado at least. It has some baseballs in Colorado.
I don't know about Colorado. I know it did in the Texas Panhandle, and right up to the border it did.
Yeah. Okay.
Right up to the Oklahoma state line. It was. And then it became a little bit elevated, and then it ramped back up as it came into Oklahoma. Let's go to Val. Let's bring Val in. He's in Sayre, pretty close to Sayre, and right there.
David, he had stepped out for a second.
Oh, he stepped out.
Yeah.
Okay. I see where he is. Okay. All right. But the tornado warning does continue. All right. What's shear rate look like?
It's hard to find in the areas of rotation at the moment.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to switch radars and just look at it from a little higher tilt. Mm-hmm. There you can see where the meso still is.
Mm-hmm. Still there.
But as far as low level, not seeing much in the low level.
No, not right now. So that's good. So, and this is what we've been saying for the last 30 minutes with this. It's still tornado warned. We get it. But it continues to spin down slowly. You're getting rain in Elk City, lots of lightning. And see the hail core, how we lose the blacks. That's when the hail was biggest. And you lose the blacks. Now we have the purples left over. Nickels and dimes and quarters, winds maybe 50 to 60. There could be a gust in here to easily 70.
And
easily 70. Yep.
David, I just was looking through, and there was a 69 mile per hour wind gust at Wiley Post at 12:01.
Right. Yeah, I think. Thank you, Justin.
Did you guys already say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we really appreciate it.
No, you can't say it enough.
Man,
there's too many eyes.
It was my time to say a report, and you've already used it.
Your one chance on TV tonight.
That's why I'm over here. Lacey's over there.
And I was like,
talking to the trackers.
Oh, no.
I just thought, hey, there were some high winds in
There are people just joining us that had not heard that earlier.
That's right.
Sure.
Thank you. If you're just joining us in.
Yeah, people come and go.
69 mile per hour wind.
And that will do damage, and that'll bring down trees and tree limbs and power lines and things like that. So a little bit of a hook, trying to reform on this. We'll see if it comes back. But by looking at it, I'm just telling you, it's a little bit smaller and not quite as big as what it was. We have some pictures and video, I think, from Val. Okay, well, let's just do the video first, and then let's take a look at that, and let's see if we can see the tornado here. We've kind of froze the shot here, I think, at some point.
Yeah, there you go. Whoa, you can see it.
Do you see it right
now?
now?
There it is, yeah.
Okay, the frozen one's the next one here. Let's see.
In the lightning flash, you could definitely see it right in the center.
Okay, we're going to switch now, and okay, it's right here, right there. Obviously a telephone pole or electric pole. It looks like it's right there. And there's another shot. Yeah, there it is. That's what he was talking about. Yeah, there's the tornado. Again, it's a cone hanging back. And that's what Val was looking at. So that's a problem, right? So that was earlier. And that was just east of Sweetwater, like 3 miles up near Highway 152. Okay, so that's what we had going on there. You can almost argue there's a little bit of dust underneath that. Lightning strike behind me, lighting it up, right? Okay. All right, thank you. Jen, what was your update? Okay. 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 Hammond, Oklahoma, that's out in Roger Mills County. Windows have been smashed out in Hammond. That's in western Oklahoma, a little tiny town out there.
David, we got a tornado warning. We need to get to Logan County. So
let's
go to links
go back.
2. So that's the circulation right now up near Buffalo.
That's the Harper County. That's another one.
70-mile-an-hour gusts at Buffalo. But this is going to be Cedar Valley, very similar locations to where we were this morning.
And this is what we were just talking
looking
about.
at.
Yeah.
Yep.
So just north of Nevada. And this is going to be Cedar Valley. Watch it right there. Okay. And this is wrapped in rain, right? Turn the rain back on. Put my finger here.
Okay.
Just to see. Yeah.
Completely shrouded in rain.
Cedar Valley, the golf courses, right? Talking about, again, just west of Guthrie, right here. Okay, go ahead and let's downtown Guthrie. Let's go ahead and zoom on in. Let's get some roads on here.
Okay, and while you're doing that, I'm going to draw a storm track. It is lifting north. It does look like it's going to go to the west of Guthrie.
Yes, for sure. I think you're right. But this is, I mean, people live out here now.
Absolutely.
You know, the golf course is almost attached to Guthrie anymore. My cousin lives on the west side of Guthrie. I hope he's watching right now.
Do you have his number? I can call him for you.
I do have his number, actually. Surely he's watching. Cousin Jeff, he's got to be watching.
Jeff, get in your safe spot, please.
He texted me May 11th of 24 and said, am I going to get hit on the big tornado and with the big outbreak? And I go, yeah, probably. And yeah, he did.
Oh, my goodness.
So he lives just east of Cedar Valley. He lives right here.
Well,
okay.
It's going to be close, Jeff.
It's going to be close. All right, so here it comes. Again, it's going to cross Highway 33. Circulation's right here. There's your couplet. What does shear rate look like now? I bet it's a honker.
It wasn't as impressive as some of the other circulations, but that doesn't mean much.
No. It's all, maximum. Yep, okay. Okay, there it is. So here's Cedar Valley Golf Course on the south side. Remember the other golf course. We need to label that, by the way.
You're right.
It's right here.
On the north side, yeah.
It's on the north side and just east. That's the other golf course, which is right here, okay? We got to get that labeled. All right, so, and once again, go ahead and lapse that. Let's get the folks at home.
Okay.
Just let's see what it's doing here. Yeah,
I'm going to zoom out just so you can see how much it's lifting north.
All right, that's going to go over, all right, there's West College Avenue. Okay, yeah, it's going to go right over the northwest side of Guthrie, and it's getting stronger. You folks in West Guthrie, down Highway 33, the hospital is on the west side of Guthrie here, out near the bend, right? So you folks in West Guthrie through Northwest Guthrie, lowest level, center part of the house, right? And we'll see if it doesn't weaken or goes either way. It could get stronger, but the tornado warning now is for you. This is moving.
40.
40, but it's moving like this.
Yes. Yeah, I've got a storm track coming. I'm working on it here for just give me a second.
But the warning has it going almost due north.
Yeah, it's more easterly.
Yeah, it's going to go over West College Avenue, and then from there it's going to keep going northeast. It'll cross the Cimarron River, Okay, so tornado warning now. This is going to be for you folks west through north of Guthrie. Right now, it stays out of downtown Guthrie, which is right here. Okay, at 77 and Highway 33. You come west, right? We got the bridge, got the Cottonwood Creek. You come down, you make the bend. Hospital's right here. And we need to add the hospital too. I keep thinking about that.
Okay, I'm taking notes.
No, it's fine. I'm thinking out loud here. All right, so the tornado is going to be right here. Okay, moving northeast at nearly, you said 40?
Yeah, it's moving at 40. So I put the track on links 1.
Okay.
You know, there's not a whole lot in between.
Links 1.
In between Cedar Valley and then by the time you get up to Mulhall. But if it holds together by then, I've taken it a little bit more easterly. Don't include Guthrie in that particular track, but there's the times.
That's good. And so again, west of town, there are gosh knows how many farms and ranches and people that live out here. There's just not any towns right here, but you're basically you're looking at the outer skirts of Guthrie, right? So if you live north and east of Cedar Valley to Mulhall, lowest level, center part of the house, the circulation now is crossing 33. It's about ready to cross Highway 33. It's now crossed. It's crossing right now. Crossing Highway 33, moving northeast at 40. It's not a mile a minute, but it's moving. That's a pretty good clip, okay? It's wrapped in rain. You're not going to see it. If it gets any stronger and it touches down, you might hear it and you might feel it if you're not listening. Lowest level, center part of the house, okay? Anything in debris?
No, I haven't seen anything in debris.
Okay. Nothing showing up with that.
Here's the...
Okay.
Look at it. It's not really in the right spot.
What are you looking at that on?
Oh, sorry, links 2.
Links 2, control room.
I thought you were on the same one, sorry.
No, sorry.
There you go, there it is. So here's a look at velocity data, and I'll just take it back. This last scan, it weakened. It tightened up south of Cedar Valley, right on Penn.
Right.
And it spread out some.
Yep, it's weakened, for sure.
And there's a look for debris.
Ooh.
Let me see.
That's interesting.
There's an interesting weakness between Penn and Western.
Yeah, right here.
Right on 33. That is very close to the circulation.
Yeah, so we're not saying it's on the ground, it's wrapped in rain, but that might be some debris.
And it's wild because we were talking Penn and 33 this morning, Friday morning, with damage. This is where the tornado crossed, Friday morning.
Yeah, from north to south though.
Yeah, basically east to west. Yeah, almost opposite direction.
Yeah.
On those exact streets. That's what we were talking about. So
wow.
It's wild.
Okay, well, welcome to Central Oklahoma, tornado capital of the world. If you don't believe me, just live here for a month.
Yeah, go through these nights, especially lately.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so our area of circulation has weakened. It's now crossed 33, and it's headed up towards, it's gonna go to Mulhall, pretty close to Mulhall, the way it's going. I know that this is the official track to the west. No, this needs to be tilted. That's wrong. It's kind of like it's kind of like this. It's in here. It's not a bad track. It's just ours are better.
Yeah, if you look at just the motion in the storm too, you can almost see the whole thing kind of pivot.
Yes.
And that was right on the north end.
Yep, it's right
of
here.
the wind field.
There it
and
is.
Watch this. You can see the spin in the precip even.
Yeah.
All kind of tighten up.
Yep. So the circulation now is coming in on the Cimarron River right now. It's hauling, folks. I mean, 40 miles an hour. It's booking. It's now coming up on the river. It's going to. It's going to try to go to Mulhall, okay? If you live in Mulhall, be thinking about where to go, lowest level, center part of the house. If you live west to northwest, now if you live north of 33, you're fine to go to your safe spot, lowest level. If you live along and south of 33, you're in the clear, okay? All right, the circulation is now nearly up on the Cimarron River. Tornado warning there. Once again, going to Mulhall, okay? And that's a big storm, heavy rain. Stuff off to our east, nothing to worry about. Prague over to Wetumpka and Holdenville, nothing to worry about there. So we have this tornado warning here, okay? And it's going to Mulhall right now. It has weakened. The trend has been down with the area of spin, which is great. It does not appear that it touched down. If it did, it was brief and it was a weak tornado. And it might have briefly touched down pretty close to Cedar Valley East, we'll call it, and on or just south of Highway 33. If it did touch down, it was close. Okay? All right, now Northwestern Oklahoma, we're going to jump back into this real quick. This has a developing hook on it now. And is the gust front rushing out ahead of this?
The southern portion, yes, but the hook right on the border, it looks like it's feeding into it.
Yeah, it's right
There
here.
Definitely is a gust front,
yeah.
which that'll be key.
Yep. So anything behind, if this green line accelerates and moves east, that's going to cut off your tornado threat. It'll spin all day, all night, but you won't get a tornado. But if the hook is able to tap into the warm, moist air, not with the north wind behind it, it has a chance. Okay, so that's a developing hook now. Going to Winchester, going to Capron, maybe going to Alva. They're talking about the hook. You folks in Alva, you're going to get hammered. You're going to get hammered up here with some wind and hail and all the above. Okay, let's go back south here, Lace. Talk about our tornado warning down here. A lot going on. Lady storm, a little bit of a hook. Nothing crazy. We're watching it. And this thing's a far cry from what it was. Is it splitting?
It looks like it has split completely. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's a great sign, right? If they're merging and then they get bigger and badder, yeah, we have problems. We'll go with that.
Batter for sure. The tornado warning is being canceled in Logan County.
Okay. Yeah,
that was a short fuse. It spun up tight, and as quick as it started, it went away.
Yeah. Okay. So Logan County, yeah, that's what we're talking about. It went up. We were white knuckle right there for 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, and now we've lost that tornado warning. Still strong, still severe. Okay, so let's go back to Val and get an update. He's going down 152, and Val, we have your shot up. Circulation, your storm has split. A far cry from what it was, man. This has been a beast of a storm. And go ahead, just for kicks, Lacey, do a track from that storm back into southeast Colorado. I'm just curious when you get a second.
Yep.
Val, go ahead. We have your shot up. You're hot. Your storm continues to weaken. Go ahead.
So, yeah, David, I mean, visually, that's exactly what we're seeing out here as well. If you look at right there, looks like maybe the main, it's kind of hard to locate the main updraft base right now because it's kind of all fragmented. But that looks like possibly the main updraft base, either there or a little bit more straight ahead of us. And you could tell that everything, all the features underneath, they're not solid looking anymore. They're all kind of fragmented or maybe even junky or ragged, sometimes we call it. When you see the base, the features on the base of a storm start to look really ragged like that, it's a pretty good indication that it has weakened. And so that's what this thing has done, and it did it very, very quickly as well. But looking up above, I can still see a pretty vigorous updraft growth up on top. So it does still have a pretty strong updraft up above. So, like I said before, we still got to keep watching it. Back to you.
All right, Val, nice job. They're in that small fridge in the Studio B right here. Coke Zero, thank you. I got to have something to drink. I mean,
a double shot of espresso?
Coffee would be fine. I just think we're going to be here.
We're going to be here.
Oh, you do have your chocolate-covered espresso beans there, David.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about those. Okay, we're going to need some caffeine. All right. No, I'm good. John's running out there. I'm fine. Thank you, Jen. All right, so by the way, that storm, and this is what we're talking about. This is where Val is and the tornado warning storm, 255 miles. It began in the foothills of Colorado, literally in the foothills. It began right there's that storm developing. Okay? Supercell, because it's super. It's amazing. These
that's 8 hours, an 8-hour lapse.
8 hours. How crazy is that? Yeah. There you go.
There's still some big storms out in the Texas Panhandle and big storms in the Northwest.
Yep. Let's talk about what's going on, and here we go. So here's your main squall line developing for the overnight hours.
I'm going to get a track on that while you're showing that.
Yep.
So there it is. There's the big storm out in the Texas Panhandle. He's got his Coke Zero. Out to Lipscomb County. Is that really what it is? Okay. Yep. Got it. From Buffalo, now there was a 71-mile-an-hour wind gust in Buffalo when this was coming in too, so this has got some big-time wind with it. The gust front has almost made it to Freedom. This is north of Fort Supply, north of Woodward, but I'm going to lapse it to kind of show you the track of where it's headed, not 8-hour track, of where it's headed, because it is making a beeline to the east, but the whole line is pushing southeast. Yeah.
So kind of an east-southeast extrapolation kind of a deal. I think the gust front is... I think it's right here. So you had a 71 in Buffalo?
Yes, when it came through.
Okay, there's going to be some damage. Okay, you start to get to 60 to 70 and higher. you're going to have some tree limbs down, power lines down. Also maybe check,
Yeah, ball of wind.
That's a problem.
Near lookout.
That stands out like a sore thumb.
And that's usually 70, yeah.
Okay, so there's your wind bullseye. And it's going to move east-southeast. That might make its way down towards Alva or just north of Alva. Golly, that's a lot of wind. We're talking hardcore damaging wind in there. Okay? All right, so once again, that's moving east-southeast. Winchester down to Alva, back to Cora. Yep, prepare for this, right? Damaging winds, 40, 50, 60, 70 mile per hour plus. And that's going to just hammer some people now in Woods County. Like power lines down, power outages, all of the above. Okay, with that, and that's making its way to the east. She's getting a storm track up.
Okay, that's going to be on links 2.
Okay, links 2. Take a look at some of the cities.
I have it moving east at 40. It may be a little slower than that at the moment.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with you, though. It's going to pick up. Right, so.
Yeah, it may be every bit of 40 right now.
Yeah, oh, for sure. So Fort Supply, moving in right about now. Freedom, 1248. Alva, 1:15 in the morning. Winoka, 1:16. Tacoma, 136. Lambert, 144. Carmen, 147. The Great Salt Plains, beautiful park, 1:53 in the morning. Helena, 2 o'clock. And Jet at about 2 o'clock as well. So northern Oklahoma, it's not going to die. It's not going to go away. And you're all going to get it, okay? Coming right down Highway 64, moving east-southeast at 40.
I just measured, David, that portion of the line.
60?
It was 60. You're exactly right. I just measured the northern portion, and that is 60.
I didn't get the grasp. I knew it was one, when you lapsed it right then, I was like, okay,
yeah.
It's more than 40.
That part has definitely bulged out since.
60. Okay, so a storm moving at 60. Think about all the air that it has out ahead of it. You can easily get winds. Well, you're going to get 60, and you might get 70, and you might get 80, and you might get 90, okay? So because of the motion of the storm itself is plowing through so quickly and so fast that it makes them worse.
Yeah, so there's updated times. That's obviously going to be arriving much sooner than what you just read off from that part of the line.
That's fine, just obviously sooner. 1245 into Freedom, Northwest OSU, 1 o'clock in the morning. Alva, same, 1 o'clock. Avard, 1 o'clock. Same for Winoka. Capron, about 1:08. Cherokee, 1:20, that's in Alfalfa County. We'll go to Byron, 1:23. Great Salt Plains Lake, 1:29 now. And Helena at 1:35. We'll say Jet at about 1:36, okay? So ball of wind and some hail. What about hail sizes? Have you seen anything, nickels and dimes, quarters?
Nothing. I haven't seen. As far as reports go.
Yeah, what about radar?
Not much in the way of reports. There's the radar estimate.
It's a wind bag right now. It's just a big wind bag. Nickels and dimes and quarter-size hail. Okay?
Go ahead, Brandon.
Moving east-southeast at 60 miles per hour. That's a mile a minute. Okay? This is going to blaze through northwestern Oklahoma. Okay, let's come back. Lace, if you want, check out the metro again.
Okay. And
then we'll get back to the tornado warning out there. So, again, our storm in Logan County is no longer severe. It's, maybe we'll lapse this and see what it looks like to you here. It's going to Stillwater. Lightning and thunder, quite a bit of that. Going to Perry, going to Mulhall. It's just going to keep lifting north. Not severe right now. Winds in here, 40, maybe 50. Okay, we're getting a little bit of a break in Oklahoma City. Showers and a few thunderstorms now from Okemah to Cromwell to Wetumpka. Not quite severe. Those are lifting northeast. But we're getting a much-deserved, break here in Oklahoma City right now. Okay, let's go back out to the tornado warning storm and see what it's doing. Tornado
warning is going to go away with it.
Yep.
As it makes its way down towards 183.
Yep. And this storm is still hanging on. So look at it like this. It's still a split, right? Left split, right split, right?
And it has 6 lightning strikes with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely coming down. But the right split is the one that still has the little bit of a hook. What's it look like on reflectivity? Let's go back to that again. A little bit of a hook, I think, still on this one.
So that's out of TLX. I'm going to switch radars.
Yep. Yeah, a little bit. But it's a far cry from what it was. So now severe, okay? Sliding southeast. Is Val, has his GPS updated? Is he on? Let's go back to Val. We'll find out.
Yeah, he's still on it. I'm not sure about his GPS.
Okay. He's stopped and he's watching. Let's get an update from Val. Val, go ahead, give us an update. Do we have Val?
No, he just dropped.
We dropped him?
Yeah, he dropped.
Okay. You know what? That would be good. We could do that. Yeah, go ahead. And at least, I tell you what, for sure, the break. Yeah.
But I was just talking to him
Go ahead.
here a couple minutes ago, and he was saying lightning had really slackened off. Bases were disorganized, looking soft, higher up, definitely undercut by some cool air.
Yeah.
So
okay.
A far cry of what it was a couple hours ago, that's for sure.
255 miles. This thing started in the Rockies, and now it's here. Okay, back to Lynx 1, Oklahoma City. And here we go. What time is it?
So while the storms are going on up north, maybe some pea-sized hail.
What are you looking at here? Are you at Lynx 1? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was looking at that radar and it said 1210. That's why I was like.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'd gone back.
Okay.
This is the hail core going on up in Guthrie, Cashin, Seward. And it's very, very small hail. Let me take this all the way forward. Very, very small hail up towards Mulhall, Roxana, towards Marshall. And then I'm going to lapse it. It's a 30-minute lapse here just to kind of show you the motion. It's making its way north. Just curious with what this was going to do, influencing with the storms coming in from the north. Will it cause them to weaken some, or will it have little impact at all?
I know.
Because these storms are so strong up in northwestern Oklahoma. That warning is for the destructive wind. So now that's going to cause phones to go off, and the stronger alert will then go off. The louder alert will go off for Winoka, Cherokee, Alva.
They're going to get hammered. I mean, this is going to be a wind swath, like you said, of damage here. But we don't know. I mean, we'll see. There has to be some impact. There's been a lot of rain, a lot of storms down here. This air is cooler, a little more stable now. So we'll see what this does. And sometimes this will plow into that and think, I don't think so. And doesn't have any impact on this second main line of big wind and big storms. Or it comes in and it does, and it weakens it some. And that might help us out here in Oklahoma City a little bit later on tonight. By the way, can you bring up one of the models here?
Yep. Just
to see kind of one of our forecasting tools that we use. And let's just see.
You have it in your show here, if I just go through here for 1 second.
It is. Yep. It's about the only thing I have left in there.
Okay.
You can take a look at it. And I just, you can take it out. By the way, I don't know if you looked at Sunday or not.
Yes, I have. Okay, so here, we're not done.
No.
We're going to be hanging out more. Okay, here's a look at the storms on the very latest.
Yeah, 2 o'clock. Okay, what time is it now? So we're 12:30 at night. So it's doing a pretty good job. There's 2:30. And look at this. So there's 3:30 in the morning. And again, we'll see. I mean, wind and hail, some flooding, and there's still going to be a tornado threat along this leading edge that the low-level winds are feeding into it. Tornado threat will continue along this line. The leading edge. Once you get behind it, no. It's going to be along that front leading, 10, 20 miles in. Yeah, it's doing a pretty good job. It says that stuff kind of weakens.
Yeah.
And then this thing just comes ripping in and plows it out like a, pretty crazy. Okay, all right, so one more time. Storm in the northwest, sliding southeast. No severe weather here in central Oklahoma now. One severe storm in Ouachita County. Other severe storms in the northwest getting stronger, pushing southeast. Folks, we're going to take a 2-minute break. We're going to be back here shortly. Stay with News 9. We'll keep you advised.
There. Jason, who just landed his 30th #1 single, recalls his 2005 performance was actually in a parking lot.
There's 7 people watching us. I think me and Blake Shelton did like some kind of archery thing on the side. It was just like weird. I looked over there today and there's like tons of fans over there. I'm like, man, there wasn't that many people there we were playing.
The 4-day Nashville Festival certainly has grown. Around 50,000 fans pack into Nissan Stadium each night. Ashley McBride is back in the saddle, co-hosting with newbie Cody Johnson for the show that airs June 26th on ABC.
I love being in front of the camera and being in front of the crowd, and then I found out that Ashley McBride was my counterpart, and I'm like, oh yeah, this will be easy.
I want you in the worst way.
Fans have now dubbed you the heartthrob of country music.
Really?
How does that feel?
I don't know. I hope I don't have to do any extra work for that.
Everybody wants to know, what's your type? What's a girl got to do?
Well, my mom's got to like you, and she's here. So if you see my mom,